Hi, everybody. It's Average Guy Opinions, episode number 23. Um, I'm your average guy, John Corelli, with my average cat, Boba, running around in the background. And he'll probably get in the foreground too, because he's kind of a jerk. Um, so, what I want to talk about today is something that a lot of people do, but a lot of people don't do. I actually get along really well with my ex wife. I want to talk about it a little bit. We were married for 15 years. We were together about 3.5 before that. So we were together like a total of 19 years. We have two children together. She was my best friend that entire time. And, I screwed up. I cheated on her. Not like constantly, by the way. I cheated on her like the last 6 months of the relationship, of the marriage, because I was stupid and selfish. And so that happened. I tried to make it work with the woman that helped me break up our marriage, and that didn't go great. We were off and on for 5 years. That was a mess, and yeah, so here I am. But like today's Sunday, the AFC NFC championship games are going on. I had to take a break because Green Bay is pissing me off, and so is Tom Brady bitching every time he gets touched. If you are 43 years old and want to play in a manly man's game, don't bitch if you get knocked around once in a while. Retire. You're fine. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was originally talking about. Like I said, we had a really great relationship, and we still do. So the reason I was bringing up Sundays last night, we went to her house, me and the kids. The kids both live with me right now, and we went to her house. She lives with her mother, and I bought Indian food and we ate and we played some trivia games and we played a fun game called Catchphrase, and it's great. Even her mother-in-law likes me again. It was a rough few years though. So this comes with advice. It's not just a report on how I get along with my ex-wife. It's advice for any couple to, if you have kids. If you don't, and that if you don't have kids, then go ahead, hate each other all you want, I suppose. But we have kids, so we never threw them in the middle, which is great. Logan was about 7 when we got divorced, almost 8, and so Dante was close to 14. Excuse me. Um, and it was rough on everybody. She threw me out of the house, which was fair enough when I confessed to her what had happened. Um, I guess I could tell you the whole story. I can make it very quick. Our sex life was not good, and I was tired of it not being good, and I didn't know really. She didn't seem to give a shit, and that was a problem. And then along comes Facebook, and I ran into this girl that I went to high school with. I had a crush on her back then. She didn't remember me at all, but we started talking on Facebook, and her marriage wasn't going great either. Next thing you know, there's a high school reunion here in 2011. I meet her. We hang out a lot while she's here for those. That I think it was 10 days, a week or two, whatever it was. We have sex one time, um, and we convince each other we're in love with each other. Don't know if we really ever were. We liked each other for sure. We had a lot in common. But yeah, so that was a mess. She lived in Tallahassee, and she got very jealous very easily. She convinced me that she could share me with my ex-wife, which was ridiculous. She sold me the polyamory byline, and don't don't, people. It's really hard for a woman to share a man, and I think vice versa. There are certain people that can do it. I mean, we live in 2021 now, and so there's there's non-binary genders, there's there's a lot of things you can do, but I still think somewhere deep in your heart it's natural as a mammalian being to not share that. I mean, humans are a lot like some other animals in the animal kingdom. We're not maybe really good at doing that. I don't know. I know that it didn't work for me and the people I was involved with. Back to the getting on with my ex-wife. Last two girlfriends I've had in the past 5 years have been really cool about that, about me spending time with her. My last one was worried that we'd get back together. We're not. It's not happening. I admit I threw that out there a few times. Just for convenience sake, forget the sex. Who cares about that at this age? It's more about, financial and, I guess, how should I put it? I don't know, just security, personal security, like having a friend for hopefully the rest of one of your lives at least, your best friend at one point. And then being able to parent together again and just have someone to come home to besides your kids or in her case her mother. It'd be nice to have that again. But she's not interested in that, and that's fine. Frankly, I'm fine at this point with not having that as well, especially where I am now. It's small. We each have a bedroom. Me and each of the kids, Logan and Dante, have bedrooms. I have a bedroom, but it's not a big place. It's a duplex. My parents live in the other part of the duplex, and that's cool. I mean, I pay rent. When people say I moved back in with my parents, I don't say I moved back in. I say I moved in. They wanted me here. They actually did. They said that, hey, we're getting older. We don't want to leave the house. We don't want to do assisted living or a nursing home. My stepdad's 80. My mom's 73 next month, and they just wanted me here, and I'm like, yeah, I'm happy to do that. So I still, I pay a decent rent. Like they were charging the person who used to live here the same amount, actually less than what I'm paying. So I'm paying a little more, but I'm paying way less than I was in the shitty apartment scene in Denver, which is nothing short of horrific. The way the corporations that run these complexes, these apartment complexes, how they gouge people in this city is nothing short of disgusting. Anyway, I got a little off track. Why do my ex-wife and I get along? Well, we see things eye to eye on parenting for 99% of the issues. We both we're both pretty liberal. I'm an atheist, she's an agnostic, but we also come from Catholic backgrounds, so we understand that whole game. we, we we like to do very similar things. We like to travel. She's very well read. She's way smarter than me, but I'm not an idiot. Even if I say I'm an average guy here, I probably do have average intelligence, but I try to at least think. And we get along really well. It's just kind of cool. Definitely took some years to get there. Probably took about 5. Anyway, I don't know if this is worthy of a 10-minute video, but it's just I would just say, if you can, any of those of you that are getting a divorce, just try your best to get along for the kids. If you couldn't make it happen during the marriage, try to make it happen after the marriage, because they see it. No matter how young or old they are, they're going to see it. And just be an adult. For me, I had to take some lumps. I had to take some real shots those first couple years. She was very upset, as she should have been. I was giving like 3/4 of my salary for the first couple years until I got laid off of that nice paying job, to my wife and kids, which is fine. But I was living in a shitty apartment the first couple years, and the apartments have got slightly better throughout the years as I've gotten my finances stabilized. But it was hard. I was paying a lot of money to her, and now we're in an agreement where I don't have to pay her anything. I have the kids all the time. She pays my younger one's insurance. Anyway, this is not very exciting stuff. I can't really think of too much else to say about this. Maybe I'll end up by saying it's halftime of the Bucks-Packers game, and fuck Tom Brady. I'm sorry. You've got your 6 rings. It needs to stop. If Tom Brady does go on to win this game, though, I have a prediction. If the Bucks play the Bills, the Bucks will win. If the Bucks play the Chiefs, I really think the Chiefs will win, and here's why. For one thing, I think they can offensively outmaneuver Tampa Bay. I think they got more tools than Green Bay does, which, as we know, Green Bay has a ton of tools. Here's the main reason, though, that I think if Tampa Bay goes to the Super Bowl and if Kansas City goes to the Super Bowl, Kansas City will win, is because Steve Spagnuolo is the defensive coordinator for Kansas City. And the only 2 times that Brady has lost when he was with New England were against the New York Giants, who were defensively coached by who? Steve Spagnuolo. Why is nobody blitzing Brady? Why? Knock a 43-year-old man on his ass several times. He's human. He'll get gun shy. His throws will become errant. I don't know why they keep throwing a 4-man rush, and gives him time to dissect a defense and find the guy every time. Knock him on his ass. Send 5, 6, 7 guys. I don't care. Knock him on his ass. Let him cry to the refs, and then go to the Super Bowl. Green Bay. I'm angry. Can you see? Right. That was a weird one. If you bailed on this one, I completely understand. I babbled a lot, but thank you so much. We'll see you next time. It's episode 23. Bye.